The radius of a right cylinder is increasing at 10 inches per second. So the radius is increasing, so it's talking about a rate of change at 10 inches per second. It's a constant 10 inches per second. So that's what that first sentence can translate to be. While the height is decreasing, so the rate of change of the height is decreasing, so I'm putting a -9 there. At what rate is the volume of the cylinder changing? So they're asking me what is V prime when the radius is 15 inches and the height is 6. Okay, so in order to get this V prime, H prime stuff, we need to take a derivative, right? So for that, we need to have a formula. And it's just the volume of a right cylinder. So pi r squared, that's the area of the base, times the height. And so if we take a derivative of this with respect to the underlying variable, time, we need implicit differentiation, right? The derivative of v with respect to s, we don't know exactly what it is, so we'll symbolize it with v prime. And then here, this is a distinct function of time, and this is also a distinct function of time from one another, right? They're multiplying to each other. So we need to use the product rule. The derivative of the first one is 2 pi r times r prime, and then we keep the second one the same using the product rule. And then it's plus the first one kept the same times the derivative of the second one. And notice when I took a derivative, I didn't just write 2 pi r because we need to use the chain rule. The derivative of the innermost function is r prime. It's not 1 because we're taking a derivative of this whole thing with respect to s, not r, not h, or anything like that. So we don't know what r is as a function of s. So we have to write the derivative as r prime. Okay, so from the chain rule that has to happen. Same thing over here. When I took a derivative of the second function and kept the first function the same, the derivative of h with respect to seconds time is just h prime. Okay, now we have everything we need to plug in. We're trying to solve for v prime. R is 15. R prime is 10. H is 6. R is 15. And then H prime is -9. So there it is, all plugged in. And the left term, multiply those constants. Come on, computer. Oh, there we go. So 1,800 pi. And then this is going to be a negative because we're multiplying by a -9. So that's, whoops, that's 15 times 15 times 9. That's 2025 pi. And if you subtract those, it's going to be negative. So -225 pi. And then the units are inches cubed per second because this is volume.